Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I have a pick a card reading here for you today, and the theme is love notes from the universe. So what loving and encouraging messages does the universe want to share with you today? So I have 3 stacks. I have the talisman, the king, and the spirit, and I will incorporate each of these cards, individual cards, into the reading as we go along. Before I get started though, I would just want to remind everybody that these are general readings, so they're not going to apply with everybody watching, and I certainly don't expect them to. If this message doesn't resonate for you, you could always check out one of my other pick a card readings for other messages, and if nothing connects with you here with me, then you could always check out other readers on YouTube. I'm sure there's a reader out there that would have the messages you need. Feel free to also pick more than one stack if you're led to. I've had it said that people have watched the entire reading the whole way through and have found messages within each stack that apply to their situation. And on top of that, some things and roles can be reversed, okay? So if there's a situation involving another person, some of the nuances in the reading could apply to them. They could also apply to you. So keep in mind that some situations can be reversed. And I wanted to do something a little bit different with this reading today. I wanted to make it a little bit more interactive, okay? For divination purposes, there are times where I don't use tarot, okay? I have other divination methods that I play around with, okay? And one of the ways that I seek messages, okay, is with books, all right? So I'm going to use this one for you guys today. It's a little tarot book. What I do with books is I will just open it up, okay, open it up, let's say, and the first page that opens up to me, I'll pick like number 1, 2, or 3, let's say, or 4, usually go no more than like 5, but let's say I choose the number 5 today or something like that, right? I'll open this up and I'll look for the 5th, either the 5th line or the 5th paragraph, depending on how the structure of the book is. Technically, this one has 5, 1, 2, well, no, 4. All right, so let's say it was 4. You'd read the first line of the 4th paragraph, okay? So that's just an example. So in the case of you today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, for stack 1, I will open up a page. All right, the first page that I open up to, the first paragraph is what I'm going to read for you, okay? Or in hopes that there would be additional messages in there that would apply for your reading. The same way with number 2, the second paragraph is what I'm going to go towards, and then for number 3 stack, the 3rd paragraph on the page is what I'm going to read from. All right, and I'm going to save this at the very, very end for your reading, okay? So there's different ways of divination, you know, that you can play around with that are fun and interesting, and you'll be surprised how they apply, okay? So just for an added element, okay, of surprise maybe, I thought that would be cool to do for you in your reading today. So we have the talisman, the king, and the spirit. I'm going to move the spirit out of the way. And the king as well. And then the talisman card, I will put that over here, and I will incorporate that into your reading as we go along. All right, so I hope I explained that to you well enough as far as the way that I use the divination. I don't have any pages in the book marked, okay? So it's the first page that opens up is what we will read from at the end. So let's get 3 cards. What loving messages does the universe want to share with stack number 1 viewers? What loving messages does the universe want to share with stack number 1 viewers? Okay. The Page of Cups. Could be a message. Okay, she's holding a key, and keys usually unlock something. All right, so let's see what else. What loving messages does the universe want to share for stack number 1 people? The Strength. All right. One more. And the Seven of Wands. Okay. I think this is positive so far. I'm going to put your tarot stack over here. Now, you have the Page of Cups, the Strength. We're still, I think, on the last leg of Leo season. And we have the Seven of Wands. So I'm looking at this like there's a message, okay, that's being delivered to you. There's something here, an answer that you've been waiting for, okay? She's holding a key in her hand. And what's really cool about her is that she's holding a bow and arrow. And when I think of a bow, I think of hitting your mark, okay? Hitting your mark or aiming for a target or a goal, right? Pages are about cups, love, emotions, feelings, situations, relationships, right? So I can look at this Page of Cups and say, okay, the universe has opened a door for you. Pages are also new energy, opened a door for you. I feel like you are hitting your mark or aiming towards a goal or something that has been on your heart, because again, cups, hearts, emotions, love, right? So something on your heart that you've been aiming towards or striving towards. I think you've put in the good fight towards that thing. And I think the Seven of Cups, or Seven of Wands is an energy that doesn't give up. It doesn't quit, right? It doesn't back down. And I feel like you have not backed down from a goal or from a possibility that you see in your grasp, okay? There's something within your grasp, something like you're on the brink of it, okay? The key opens things and opens up doors of opportunity, okay? You see on her chest, there you go. It's like I have the key to somebody's heart, or somebody has the key to my heart, or I have the key to open up my heart, okay? That's what I'm getting from that too. I'm not 100% sure if this is about love in general, but I feel like this is the universe just saying there is something on your heart. You know what that is. You have the key to open up that possibility to the thing that's on your heart. As long as you keep aiming at it, don't give up, and remain resilient and allow the journey, this is what I'm hearing, allow the journey to strengthen you, to fortify you. You are destined to succeed, okay? You're destined to succeed. So there is really nothing at this point, okay, getting in your way. The only thing that can get in your way from achieving what you're trying to do, okay, is you, all right? And I feel like your energy has been almost like a pillar, okay? I'm feeling like a pillar of strength. You know, lions are strong. They attack things, okay? And I feel like you are the lion who has attacked life, okay? You're going after this thing. Remember, it's a predatory animal. The way that your focus is here with this bow and arrow is showing me that you're like in predatory mode, okay? Like you're not going to quit. You're not going to give up until you achieve this thing. Come hell or high water, okay? Whatever opposition, obstacles, it doesn't matter. You are keen, okay? Your focus and your sense of direction is piercing, I'm getting from this Page of Cups, all right? And you're not going to stop until you get what you want, all right? Now, the number 7, you know, that can sometimes speak of challenges, responsibility. It is also about development, okay? Personal goals. So if I have to equate that to what you're trying to do, it's like you are aiming towards your personal goals and your own development. The journey has been one that has fortified you and made you strong, but you've been able to, I'm feeling like with this Strength card, you've been able to like tame yourself or tame your wild side in a way. Like I'm hearing wild and free, all right? And it's this energy, right, that is, like I said, predatory and instinctual, okay, that has put you on this path and is what's opening the door of opportunity for you. All right, so the universe, I'm hearing, like wants to congratulate you because you have not given up. You have been strong. You have been resilient. You have, I guess, fought for what it is that you want. You have stood your ground. You have not given up on your hopes and dreams. And because of that, you will succeed. You have no other outcome but success, is what I'm getting from this. All right, this is something that has been on your heart, and the universe, I feel, is the Page of Cups right now. The universe is the one delivering the message saying you're on the path to your success and achieving your goals, your dreams, your hopes, the things that have been on your heart, the things that you've been focused on, whatever that may mean to you. Okay, whenever I think of wands, I think of, you know, your inspiration, your spark, what drives you, what motivates you, your ambition, your inspiration. Okay, so you have been inspired, and it's something within the heart space that has kind of I guess lit it up for you. Okay, like I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit of creative energy coming from the cups, the Page of Cups. So it could be a creative endeavor. Whatever has been inspired in your heart has lit the flame. Okay, and it's that flame that you keep burning bright, that just you won't let it die out. Okay, you keep your eyes focused on the prize, you keep striving, you keep pushing forward, you keep pressing on, and it is that resilience that is actually carrying you far. All right, so I'm hearing congratulations. Okay, congratulations are in order, because you're on the right track. Oh, despite, okay, this is what I heard, despite the obstacles, despite the naysayers, because Sevens of Wands can sometimes, and you'll hear me talk about this with the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands can sometimes speak of naysaying. Okay, people with bad intentions, or people trying to discourage you or tangle you up in knots. Okay, emotionally or negatively. I feel like despite this, okay, because look, this snake has two heads, or there's two of them here. So I'm like two-faced. I'm hearing two-faced energies. I don't know. You guys could have some of that in your surroundings. But despite that energy that could be in your surroundings, you haven't let the how would you say? I'm feeling like this, the dirty tongues. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Dirty tongues of others. Okay, you haven't let that get you down. Remember, the Seven of Wands fights people off. If people are coming at it, or at this energy, or the person on the top of the hill, gotta imagine the artwork, right? Dude is on a hill and he's fighting these people off. You know, they're trying to get at him, and he just is not, he's not taking any crap. Okay, and I feel like the sly tongues of others, negative Nancy's or whatever it is, they don't hold you back. They won't stop you, because this is something that is deep within the heart space, and this is something you have fought for in order to get to where you are right now. Okay, and you're not going to let sharp tongues, hurtful tongues, I'm also hearing wagging tongues, okay, get in the way of what it is that you know you are led to do. So let's get some oracles here. Aha, look at that. Ooh, you stand in the light of truth. You know your truth. You know your worth. You know who you are. You know what you're supposed to be doing. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of your truth. Absolutely. Despite what people may say or how they may disapprove, it's like, you know, that's not going to stop you. You're going to keep pressing forward. So let's get one more card. This is my little Bob Ross deck. You guys seem to get a kick out of this. There are quotes on here. So sometimes the quotes apply to the actual meaning of the playing card. And I read my playing cards as I do tarot. So I get a lot of people coming at me because, you know, they'll correct me and say, that's not the something of cups. Okay, that's the so-and-so of hearts. I know that. Okay, I really do know that. But playing cards can be used and read as tarot, okay? And they could also be used for a different style of reading called cartomancy. So just keep that in mind, okay? It is a playing card. Yes, I know it's the, I don't know, the 5 of clubs. I know it's the, 3 of spades. I know that, okay? But in tarot, it is read as the suits of the tarot, okay? So let me get one card here for your reading. Okay. Look at that, the 3 of Cups. All right? Celebratory energy. All right? That's how I see it. A lot of joy and social gathering or camaraderie, right? It says, we just show you how, but you make the decisions. When you have this much power, you have to make big decisions, okay? So there you go. I feel like this was a big step for you, okay? Putting yourself on this path to do what you want or what's on your heart, like it was a big step for you. It was a big decision to make. But you're standing in your truth and you're not going to let that deter you, okay? I love that it says this, that you have power. When you have this much power, you have big decisions to make. It's almost like Spider-Man, right? With, what's the quote? Oh my gosh, I always ruin them, right? Oh gosh, I'm gonna ruin it. Hold up. You know what? Guess what? I have a phone here. So that way I won't mess it up. With great power comes great responsibility. Okay, that's what I was getting at. Thank you for your patience. With great power comes great responsibility. So yeah, I think that's what it is. That's kind of how that's reading to me. We just show you how, but you make the decisions. When you have this much power, you have to make big decisions. So with great power comes great responsibility is what I'm hearing. And I feel like you're standing in your power and in your truth. Okay? There we go. So I'm going to pull some more oracles here. And I'm sorry if you hear like a plane up in the sky. I do have my door open here. Look at that. Divine passion, Pele. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? I feel like you are being honest with yourself. You are standing in your truth. The universe, I feel like, is proud of you for doing that. For not giving up on your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations, or your personal goals. And it is that fire, okay? It is that fire within, that spark that I felt, coming from the 7 of Wands and the Page, like the fire lit in the heart space. It's because of that, right? That there's no other outcome but your success, okay? And you stay in that vibe, how can you not succeed, right? So let me grab another little oracle here. So it's like congratulations are in order. I'm hearing you're on the right track. You're doing the right thing. And this is, yeah, these are not upside down. It's just the way I flipped it. It says love charm, attract a lover and soulmate or a life partner. Okay, so, what I'm getting from that, right, is it's almost like when you are walking in this vibe of your own truth, like of who you are and what you represent to yourself, okay, it's like you attract your tribe, okay? You're walking in a certain vibration that's in perfect alignment with you, okay? How can you not attract others on the same vibe as you? Do you see? So I feel like this is just talking, yes, it is about love. It could be the Page of Cups, could be new love offer, messages coming in, absolutely. But I feel like if you're looking for love, let's say, or if you're looking to attract something authentic, you have to walk in the vibe of what it is you're trying to attract, you see? And I think that's what that's saying in this case. If you want wealth, you gotta walk in the vibe of you already are wealthy, okay? If you want love, you gotta walk in the vibe that you are love, okay? Like it's that kind of thing. That's what that's saying to me. So let's grab one more card here. on this deck. Daydream. You will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. This is the seat of creativity. And that's what I was feeling. Like there was a creative spark lit with you, and you're envisioning things, right? This is like a card of envisioning the possibilities, envisioning what the future may hold. Okay, it's daydreaming, but it's productive in a sense, because as you imagine, you create. Okay, the mind is a very powerful tool that way. All right, imagination and creativity go hand in hand. Okay, you have to visualize something, have it in the mind's eye, and then, you know, create it, if that's the case, if you want to imagine it first, and then it leads to creation. So keep doing that. All right, because it's not in vain. In other words, it's not in vain. So you're on the right track. Whatever steps you're taking towards a goal, as long as you stay in that vibe, okay, in that receptive vibe, in walking in the vibe of what it is that you want the end result to be, you can't help but achieve it. Okay, don't let anybody tell you you can't, because everything is possible. You have power. I feel like a manifesting power here. So let's get one more card. This is the Universe Has Your Back Oracle. So I felt that this was appropriate considering the theme of your pick a card, right? So I feel like the universe is just really encouraging you to stick with whatever it is that you're doing. And with the Seven of Wands, to not give up, to stay strong and resilient and in your power, okay? As far as what you want to achieve, what your truth is, stand in that truth. And it says stand in the light of your truth, okay? Stand in the light of your truth, because that is your truth, all right? So let's see what more the Universe Has Your Back cards want to share for this. Aha. That's right. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Wow. Okay, as if it could get any better. That's exactly right. That is so right. Absolutely right. I can't even, like, there's nothing more that I can add to that, okay? Because as long as you are, you know, this seems to be a thing lately, okay? Like everybody, like in the Seven of Wands, people want to put you down. They want to tell you what you can or cannot do, or what you are or what you are not. Nobody has the right to tell you that, okay? No one. All right? It's like, you know who you are. You know what you're capable of. Who is anybody else to tell you that you can't, okay? No, not even, it's not right, okay? So that card, right, is just summing up the whole vibe of this. If you have this naysaying vibe around you, if you have people who are telling you that you can't, you know better than that, right? You know better than that. The Three of Cups is like celebrating, okay? It's celebrating this joy within. It's also finding your tribe. You know, it's joining others who are on the same vibe as you, okay? Celebratory energy. I feel like this is the universe saying congratulations, okay? You have the power within. You have tapped into that. And because you have tapped into that, or you're learning how to tap into that, the door is opening onto you, okay? The way the magic works is being shown to you. So let me grab from this book here. And because you are stack number 1, okay, the first page that opens up to me, I'm going to read from the first paragraph, okay? So let's go. There's the first paragraph. It says, the High Priestess may indicate that the person is attempting to hide something that needs to be revealed. Okay, so right away, how this is applying is that I feel like, I'm almost feeling like you may be hiding your shine, or at one time were afraid to hide your shine. Or yeah, you didn't want to shine your light. You were afraid to show your light and expose it. Right? But now that's not the case anymore. You're revealing that light. You're revealing that shine to the world. Okay, and the Seven of Wands is like, some people might not like that. Okay, they might come at you for it. All right, but it's not stopping you. So good for you. I could also see it as, it says the High Priestess may indicate that the person is attempting to hide something that needs to be revealed. So I feel like hide something, someone else might be hiding ulterior motives. Maybe that's why the deceit is there. Okay. Maybe they're not encouraging you on this path because deep down they're not going to tell you how they really feel. It's like they are discouraging you for ulterior motives. Okay? So I'm also hearing this as a little bit of a warning. All right? If whoever this Seven of Wands energy that you're fighting off is, they're not showing something. There's ulterior motives underneath the surface of it. And the High Priestess will reveal those things so we can see clearly eventually, right? But it's more, I'm going to reveal it on an intuitive level. I'm going to tap in to the inside to find the answers because I know something's up. Okay, like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from that. So be careful. I want to say with the High Priestess, the way that sentence is reading, just be careful of people in your surroundings. All right, align yourself with those who support you, who are on the same vibration as you, who are going to lift you up with this Three of Cups energy, not tear you down. All right, if people are not agreeing with your journey or your path right now, maybe it's okay to step away at the moment from that situation, because you're onto something. Okay, you're really onto something. You're onto achieving your goals and your truest desires, the desires of your heart. Okay, and you are trying to stand in your truth and live authentically and honestly according to what it is that you desire. All right, it says be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? You stand in the light of truth. Yes, in the light of your truth. So keep doing that despite what anybody else says, and just be careful of people's ulterior motives and the things that they say to you, because sometimes it's coming from a place of projection. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from that for stack number 1. People, very encouraging messages from the universe to keep doing what you're doing because you're on the right track. Okay, you're destined to succeed. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Okay. Stack number 2. You chose the King. And I will incorporate that into your reading. Right? And towards the end, I will use the book and read from whatever page comes up. That'll be the second paragraph I'll go towards because you're the second stack. Okay, so let's get some messages. What loving messages, what encouraging messages does the universe want to share with stack number 2 viewers? All right. The Dreamer. Okay, so the Fool. A leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities, it says. The Six of Water, the Six of Cups. It says memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. So you might be nostalgic about something. All right, let's get one more card. Okay, so that is the Devil energy, so the ego in this deck, okay? It says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Okay, right away, the first thing that I am feeling from this is get out of your own way, okay? Just get out of your own way, because like you're trying to go places. The Fool always wants to go places, right? But if you're in too much of your head and your thoughts, nostalgic about the past, if you're stuck in the past, how are you going to create your future is what I'm hearing from this too. It's like the thoughts and the the nostalgia or the reminiscing or the memories or reliving past failures, I'm also hearing, is also preventing you from moving forward, right? It says a false sense of entrapment, negative or fear-based thoughts. And then you have memories here with the Six of Cups. When the Fool, all it wants to do is move forward and follow dreams. Okay, follow the dreams that it has a mind for itself, right? I'm hearing like the king wants to stand up in his power, okay? Because it says authority and diplomacy. You want to stand in your power. But I'm feeling like you might be scared, okay? You might be scared. And you want to take this leap of faith, but some of you are like wondering how am I going to do it, right? If there was a false start or a previous failure, I'm hearing you might be scared to try again. Try again, you know? I feel like the Fool, it's a card of, to me, bravery, okay? Because you don't know what lies ahead. You don't know the path, or you don't know the journey or what it's going to bring, but it all starts with the first step, right? You got to start somewhere. So there's a need. It's like the universe wants to tell you it's okay. All right? It's okay to have fears, sure. It's okay to wonder, wonder if it's the right thing to do. It's okay if you have doubts. Totally understandable. Okay? Especially if there were some failures in the past. If you've been there, done that, it's like you don't want to repeat that again, right? I feel like some of you are learning to stand in your power. Some of you are learning to heal the things of the past that at one time were creating limitations for you, okay? And a lot of it I feel like it's mind. It's almost like mind over matter is what I'm hearing, right? But you can't help, like a lot of times you can't help when the emotions, you get triggered, right? You get triggered and you start replaying these things in your mind and your heart, and it kind of keeps you in place, right? But with this card, it's basically saying it's not really, it's more like it's not really what you think, okay? You can do what it is that you set out to do, but it also requires that you believe in yourself. Because I'm hearing like the universe believes in you, but do you believe in yourself? And that's the biggest hurdle. To know that you can, to know that everything is possible, that you are possible. There's opportunities on the journey, okay? With the Fool, there's opportunities that will arise, but you have to take the first step. And, you got to jump and not hope that the net will appear, but know that the net will appear, okay, to catch your fall. It always does. When you believe in yourself, when you know that you're protected, when you know that there can't be any other outcome but the one that you, like the Fool, envisions for itself. It's a card of bravery because it takes the first step even though it doesn't know what the outcome is going to be. But it's not afraid to take the first step because it knows it has to start somewhere. So you have this beautiful beginning that's trying to open up to you, but you're hesitating. That's what I'm hearing. You're hesitating. So it's like the universe wants you to step into your power. Okay? Step into your power and own it. All right? Now, you have the King, and let me see if I can get in on here. That's the winged sun disk. That is a card of protection. or I'm sorry, not a card of protection, a symbol of protection. So technically with this symbol in the card, it is a card of protection, but it is a symbol of protection. So, and then you have the Ankh, which is a symbol of life, right? So it's like telling me, when you believe in yourself enough, right, and you stand in your power as this powerful being that you are, okay? Remember, you carry the spark of the divine within you, so you have power, right? So when you stand in your power, how can the universe not aid you, not protect you? Okay, how could it not look out for you? But it's like, here's the repeat, something about the past, okay? This is what this is showing me. Something about the past. Something about the past is like repeating on a loop in your mind and causing you to feel like you don't have the power within yourself to start something new or take on a new project or leave something behind. It's creating the idea of doubt, okay, is what I'm hearing from this. Creating the idea of doubt. And I don't know what order I took the cards in, so I don't think it really matters, but I'm going to take this oracle deck. Aha, guide. So I'm wondering if some of you are not trusting the divine guidance you're being shown, okay? If you're doubting it, if you're questioning it. The universe is trying to guide you. The universe is trying to give you this fresh start, like this clean slate of the Fool, to start the new journey over, like to choose your own adventure moving forward, okay? Because the potential is limitless with the Fool. He can achieve anything at this point. He's like a baby, okay? Brand new, brand spanking new. He can do anything that he wants. He can create the life that he wants from this point forward, right? Universe is trying to guide you, but I'm feeling like doubts or memories of the past are creating this false sense of limitation, okay? Lack mentality, when honestly it's you standing in your power, knowing who you are, knowing your worth, knowing that you deserve the very best, okay? That authority within yourself, okay, is what's going to help you step forward into this new phase that you're seeking, okay? Help you attain whatever dream you're after, whatever aspiration you have, whatever opportunity it is that you want for your life, okay? It's almost like the universe trusts you, but you don't trust yourself. And that's where this card comes in to say, we're protecting you and guiding you. The universe is protecting you and guiding you the entire length of your journey with the Fool. So please step out of the doubt and the lack that you're experiencing, because we have you. We know your power. It's like, okay, I'm hearing, this is coming from, like, let's say the universe talking to you right now. I know your power. Why don't you? Why don't you know your power? Right? So let's get one card here. The universe knows your power, so you need to know it and own it too. Healing energy flows through you. Okay, that is beautiful. And look at the crescent moon on her head. Also, look at the owl, which is a symbol of wisdom. Okay, so you might be a healer, or you might be on your way towards healing the issues of the past, the things that once held you back. All right, I'm hearing like it's a matter of trust, okay? Trust us because we trust you. Trust your guides, okay? Your spirit guides. If you have guides that, whisper and drop you little cookie crumbs and messages and syncs and things like that, that is your compass, just your GPS, okay, of your soul. Use that to guide the way. Once you remove the fear, the doubt, the insecurity that you may feel that would hold you back, okay? Like I said, if there were failures in the past that you're repeating in your mind or you don't want to go there again, it's like the universe wants you to stand in your power and release it. I'm hearing this, there can be some messages for love here as well, okay? If you're trying to have a brand new start, you're still maybe replaying memories of a loved one in your head with the Six of Cups, and you feel like a karmic or soul bond or connection to them still, you're still trying to release that, and it's very difficult. You might be, still healing from that situation. But I feel like it's the right thing to do, to stand in your power, own who you are, know your worth, and keep moving forward, okay? But I feel like you're on the path to healing this energy of limitation, doubt, fear, so that way you can really step into your power, all right? I feel like you've gained a discerning eye with that little owl, like you know things now that you didn't know before, so you gained something from whatever experience, but that doesn't, mean that it won't come up once in a while. It won't regurgitate itself for you to kind of, I guess, alchemize it again. It's like it comes in stages, okay? Healing comes in stages. There are things, okay, I'll give you an analogy real quick. There are things that lay deep and dormant under the surface, right? Think of yourself like a riverbed, all right? There's the mud, the stone, everything at the bottom. Once in a while, there might be one thing that gets dislodged, okay, from the bottom of the stream, okay, or the river that you are. It will get dislodged, right? And it'll float to the surface for healing, so it can get carried down and washed away, all right? So there's things that you thought that were buried, okay, buried down deep within the surface, or you thought were taken care of, but once in a while, the universe will show you, what, there's still that little bit that was stuck in there. Let me dislodge that debris from the bottom of your riverbed, okay? Allow it to float to the surface through your emotions, reach the top, and get washed away. Okay, it's like it's a stage, all right? There's stages of purging. And I'm getting the vibe that you're like on the path to like trying to start over, but there's once in a while, there's these things that come up to resurface and need healed still, all right? And trust that it's okay, because it comes in stages. Eventually, all right, the riverbed would have dislodged the very last of those things that needed healed, and they'll all get washed away. It doesn't happen all at once. All right. It'd be so much easier if it did, right? That's why it can take us a long time to heal. But, I mean, if it did happen that easily, if you could heal from an issue overnight, then where would the wisdom be to gain in that, right? If it was so easy, that's part of the journey. That's part of the wisdom that you gain is from the experience, from the healing that takes place, the things that you learn through that healing, right? So let's grab a Bob Ross. Oh wait, I left one out. Hold on. Two of them out, actually. Let's grab a Bob Ross here. Trees cover up a multitude of sins. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like you're working on that healing. The Eight of Pentacles is about putting the energy, the effort into something, okay? And I feel like you're working on yourself with this Eight of Pentacles. I feel like the little quote is saying maybe get out in nature, okay? But I think the Eight of Pentacles is basically you just working on yourself. All right, putting the energy back into you where it belongs. All right, maybe you were giving your energy away to others, and you weren't giving enough to yourself to really work on you so that way you can heal. It's like when you spread, I'm hearing spread yourself too thin with the Eight of Pentacles there. You might have been spreading yourself too thin and forgetting and neglecting yourself in the process. You have goals you want to achieve. And if there's anything in the past that made you feel like you couldn't, I feel like you're working on releasing that so it doesn't hinder you anymore. You've gained a lot of wisdom from the past and the situations, but that doesn't mean that the things of the past don't occasionally come up to regurgitate themselves. It's okay. You understand that it is necessary sometimes to purge the last of it, right? I feel like that's what you're doing. You're purging the very last of a situation that might have held you back, and you're walking in. You're starting to walk in a state of trust, right? Because that is actually what's also helping you stand in your power. When you trust the universe can trust you, vice versa, right? Sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So, like I said, I was getting the vibe of needing to like be out in nature, right? So where is your sacred space? Because that is where the healing energy is going to come from. So it's like the universe wants to spend time with you, okay? Wants you to connect more, because that's actually what's putting you on a path to healing and helping you stand in your power. The more you connect with the divine, the more you create sacred space and time, out of your day for that connection, that is your I want to say like your cord or your, okay, I know this is weird, okay, the way I'm gonna because this is the vision that I got. It's like your umbilical cord to the divine. All right, when you create that time, you know how like a child is in the womb, and I mean, granted, we are living in a cosmic womb, but that's besides the point. A child in the womb is being healed or being nurtured through the umbilical cord, right? You are this child of the divine, and there is a way to connect to the divine spiritually so you can get nurtured, okay? It's like this link to you and the divine, and you got to keep the channels flowing, all right? Like an umbilical cord with a mom to a baby in the womb, you got to keep that channel flowing and cleared. So the only way to really do that is to take time out, create space for that connection. And the more you get comfortable with it, the more you tap in, the more that you are tuned in, you will stand in your power that much more every time, because you'll learn to trust the way you're being guided that much more. You'll be healing yourself, okay? You'll be healing yourself through the process. And that takes work, I know, with the Eight of Pentacles. Eventually, these shackles of this 15 here of the ego or the devil energy will finally be released, okay? This is Capricorn energy as well. And with this card, I could say sometimes you could be very concerned with material things or finances too. So I don't know if that's a limitation. Maybe some of you have fears around money or not having enough, that kind of thing. Let's grab one of these little oracles. Mystic Star. Harmony. Let me see if I can get focused, sorry. Harmony in the home and in great friendships. So, again, it's reminding me of stack number 1, where it's like the need to find your tribe or find people who connect with you during the process, right? So I feel like that's kind of like what that's saying to me, because if you're healing from something, all right, sometimes it's good to surround yourself with like-minded people who have also been through similar things, okay? So I feel like that's what it's saying, to find fortitude or harmony and support in great friendships, okay? And or in the home or in the family, all right? So I'm going to grab one of these. So the universe wants to encourage you to stand in your power, to trust the way that you're being guided. It's asking for you to spend time, okay, to connect, to find that healing. Shower of abundance. Look at that. To heal your financial situations. And I said there could be an issue around money, right? First, give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you will allow it. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I don't know, like I said, if there were some failures in the past or some worries or concerns you had that, like you don't want to repeat these things again. It might have had to do with money, with work, with the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Might have had to do with money and with work with the Eight of Pentacles. So let's grab Universe Has Your Back card, because I felt, considering the theme of this reading, that it would be appropriate. All right, let's get one more card. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Ooh, now wasn't that funny? I was saying, like, there's, these things that regurgitate, right? Or they'll come up from the surface to be dislodged, healed, and then released downstream, right? That very much reminds me of that analogy. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers or below the surface, right? So honor your feelings. It's okay to feel what you feel. Acknowledge it and then let it go. That's also what I'm hearing from that. So let's open up to see what we get, okay? Hold on a second. Let's see what we get. And it's paragraph number 2 that we're looking for, right? So, all right, what do we got? First page. Oh, look at that. Second paragraph, right? Second paragraph? Wait, that would be this one. Well, no, full paragraph. Okay. Interior factors are at work and you have little or no control over them. You might feel like you don't have any control over the situation. It says you may be thinking about making some changes which are being signaled by these inner timing mechanisms. Emotionally, you may be called upon to grow up. You aren't sure just how to handle what's happening. Nonetheless, you are facing a new phase in life. Yes, the Fool, right? And must make peace with it. Absolutely. Judgment reverse can also indicate frustrating delays or postponements, possible loss or separation, and the need to cope with these life changes. Yeah, I think that applies. I think you're learning to cope with these changes. You're trying to get out of old patterns and habits too. So number 2, I hope this connect with you. If you feel it has, please do let me know. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below, like I always say, because I'm curious to see how this connects for you. I think the universe is just basically trying to encourage you, though, not to give up either. Okay. So on to number 3. Okay, you chose. It says the spirit, unseen forces watch over you. We will incorporate that card into the reading in a minute. Give me a second. I'm going to take a sip of water here. All right, number 3. We're going to ask, what loving messages and encouragement does the universe want to share with stack number 3 viewers? Okay, the Death card. All right. Transformation, change. The Sun. Okay. All right. So that change or transformation or whatever was cut out of your life was not in vain, because it's bringing positive things. The Hierophant. Wow. All major arcana. Okay. Wow. Yes. All right. So big changes. Okay. That's what I'm seeing. And the spirit energy, your angels, your ancestors, spirit guides, it says unseen forces watch over you. So you're being protected during these transitions, okay, is what I'm hearing from this. The death card is about a change, a major change and transformation that's happening in your life, and yet it's something that needed to occur in order to set you up for new things, right? Because with endings comes new beginnings. And the analogy that I like to use with this card is, what would spring be without winter? Like, you have to endure the hardships and the cold of winter in order to really fully appreciate the joys of spring, okay? Fresh blooming flowers and the green everywhere. And it's like these shifts, these changes, these sometimes the hardships that we endure actually make the journey towards the better things that are coming our way that much sweeter, right? So I'm feeling like the death card is saying, you've been through some shifts, you've been through some changes, you've been through things that needed released from your life, but it wasn't in vain, because those things were setting you up for your happiness, your success, and your true path, okay? The sun illuminates the path ahead. It illuminates everything, okay? It puts a positive spin and a vibe on everything, in a sense that there's so much warmth and good energy coming from these changes that have just occurred. And if you're not seeing them at this moment, you will, okay? The sun is going to shine down on your situation, and it's just going to flow, all right? To the point where you'll realize soon enough that you're on the right path, okay? If you don't realize it already, you are on the right path. And you've had this protective force around you the entire time that you've experienced these changes and these shifts. But whatever went down here, okay? Whatever went down here, this is also Scorpio energy. Sun can represent Leo. I think the Hierophant is Taurus, by the way. I'm sorry if I neglected that with the other readings. I'll put little footnotes in 1 and 2 in case I did. You have all of this high vibe energy, right? And it's like, whatever went down here almost was necessary in order to put you on the right path, okay? It's like there is this, I don't know why I'm feeling like a journey energy, maybe because the horse, okay, it's movement. So it's like you're on this journey, or you're on this path towards future successes, towards your happiness, towards the things that are fully aligned with you and what you should be doing, is what I'm hearing. You have learned lessons from whatever happened here with the death card, okay? Whatever ended, whatever shifts, changes occurred, whatever forced you to transform a situation, all right? It has taught you some things with this Hierophant. The Hierophant is about wisdom gained, okay? Knowledge, all right? Knowledge, lessons, a lot of times lessons. And sometimes he represents having the keys or the answers to things, okay? So I feel like this change or this shift is really just setting you up to be on the right path towards your full purpose. And it's wisened you up in some way with the Hierophant. Like, you had some serious lessons that you learned and walked away with from this experience of the death card, okay? And it's like, here you are, standing tall, standing wise, right? And it's like, you can look back on the situation, you can look back on it that much more aware, I guess is what I'm getting from that. Like, maybe at the time of the death energy, when you were experiencing that, you weren't sure why these changes were happening. Like, it's almost like I'm hearing you didn't know what you did to deserve it, to deserve these shifts or these changes or something coming to a close. Like, you didn't know what you did to bring this on. But I'm also hearing that it was inevitable. It was something that had to happen. It was, I'm hearing like it wasn't anything that you could fully avoid, okay? Sometimes I call the death card like a slow burn, all right? It's a slow burn. It's these changes that happen slowly, but assuredly they cannot be avoided, all right? But you are this wise being now, right? You've learned your lessons from it, and you can look back on it now and say, wow. Wow. You can look back on it and not flinch or bat an eye at it, because you see every twist and turn, okay, that led you to this moment right now. And that's eye-opening. Okay? So let's grab some oracle here. He's feeling like a really high vibe energy with the sun. You have like a very protective spiritual squad around you. Air, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm feeling like that could be you, or just how, I don't know, I'm hearing like floating on air. So some of you guys, some of you could really be feeling so high vibe that you're like floating more in like an etheric plane. Let me get one more card here. Okay. I feel like I want this one underneath. Let's see. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. So there are positive times ahead. Okay, so these changes resulted in a very positive shift for you. One that is I feel like with the Hierophant, okay, one that has, I don't know why I heard this, but like, I'm hearing like one that has you writing it down, or logging it in memory, okay? It's like something you won't forget. It's like a lesson you won't forget, okay? That's what I'm hearing. Okay? But nonetheless, like the struggle that you went through, I feel like with the Death card has taught you so much, and has at the same time brought you a lot of joy, because you can look back on it, and like I said, you can see everything that lined up for you to bring you to this point. You're opening up your heart now to the things and the positivity that's coming your way. I feel like your mind is in the right place, okay, as well. With this air energy here, I feel like you're floating on air. All right, and she has wings. Okay, we have the feather, we have the wings. So I do get and look, more wings. Okay, so I am getting the vibe of like floating on air. You're on a high right now towards the things that are happening for you, and you should be excited. Okay, you should be very excited. The Seven of Wands. Every painting is going to be different, and that's what makes it great. So this new journey, okay, this new phase that you've transitioned into is going to be different. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. It is going to be different. But you're excited for it is also what I'm getting from it. The Seven of Wands is like, you fought for this. Like, you went through something with the Death energy to get you to this positive place right now, and you had to fight to get here. And that is something to be celebrated, is what I'm getting. Okay? I'm feeling that something to be celebrated from here. I don't know why I read the air energy as, you know, you're on a high right now. Okay? You're on a high right now, but you fought to get to where you are. The Seven of Wands or the Seven of Clubs, okay? That is that energy. You have to fight for what you want in order to stand up for yourself against others, or not to give up on something that you really desire, okay? So I think it's taken a lot from you spiritually to overcome whatever this Death energy was, but look, you're so much wiser for it. you're so much wiser for it, and you have so many good things coming for you or towards you. Like, there's so many good things to experience on the journey now, okay? After you've gotten out of this energy here. I'm also hearing blessing in disguise. So, and that's coming from these two cards, okay? Look, you have the skull. She's holding the skull, right? She's holding the skull in her hand, okay? And the death card also has a skull. So I feel like whatever it was that left your life with that death energy or ended, that was like a blessing in disguise, okay? It might have been hard at first, but now you realize that it was the best thing at the time. Like, it was the right thing. It needed to leave. Guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So you might have children, okay? You might be working with them, but either way, I'm seeing that as like the inner child too, right? I feel like part of this thing with the death energy also helped you heal the inner child, because we have a little girl here in this card too, right? Maybe you're looking at the world now with a fresh set of eyes is also what I'm getting from that too. Okay? Maybe these shifts and changes have helped you look at the world differently. Maybe it was an air sign energy that you ended a situation with an air sign energy with that death card. Or it could have been a Scorpio. Or any one of the above, really. Taurus, Leo. But I say air sign because of this. Felix Felicitas. Okay, hold on. Power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. So yeah, a lot of joy, delight, happy things on the way. Serendipity, right? Like I said, a blessing in disguise, right? Too. Whatever was it left with that death card is really setting you up for better things, okay? Better things are on the way. And it's like the universe wants you to know that they've been looking out for you the entire time. Your squad has been looking out for you. And I feel like your squad maybe helped cut something out of your life that wasn't meant for your path, right? They cut something out of your way because they had a purpose for you to achieve something better, to do something better with this sun energy. Right? I feel like there was a situation maybe that might have been karmic. That was a lesson that needed to be learned with the Hierophant. But the lesson is done and over with now. And it taught you things. It put you through maybe some struggles, okay? Because the sevens can speak of sometimes of challenges, right? And also personal development too. So these things have shaped it and shifted things and molded you in ways that have taught you things, okay? And it wasn't in vain. Like, the lessons that you learned weren't in vain, okay? They're setting you up for something better. So I feel like you're also looking at the world. We have a lot of baby energy or youthful energy here with this card, and the baby on the sun, and this little girl fairy here. So I'm getting the sense that you're looking at life through like childlike eyes, okay? Hopeful towards these new changes and new things coming your way with the sun, all the success that it wants to bring. The universe wants to tell you that, you know, you've been protected the entire time, and that, yeah, you've learned your lessons, but guess what? Those lessons weren't in vain, because new things are on the way. Lucky energy is there with the Felix Felicitas energy. Okay, lucky changes, lucky events, serendipity, you know, it's all lining up for you. Okay, hold on. It says your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely within your loving creator. With your loving creator, as you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. So, you know, I do feel like maybe that death card was representing the ending of a relationship. But the ending of that relationship to me, oh, my ear's ringing. Hold on a second. The ending of that relationship was necessary, I feel, for some of you. It's not going to apply with everybody. To bring in better things or a person that's more aligned for you, okay? But it's also saying if it's not a relationship situation that you recently let go, this is saying that to forge that relationship with the divine, okay? Because that is always going to be your primary source of fortitude, okay? To make you feel safe and loved within. All right, so let me grab this Universe Has Your Back Oracle because I felt it was appropriate for this reading considering the topic. Aha. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, that situation taught you some things, but it's also opened the door to new things. Through the lessons, you see what it was, what it wasn't, and I feel like you're moving on, and you've maintained this faith. It says your faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. You've done exactly that. Okay? That's why you can stand here as this Hierophant with lots of knowledge under your belt. Okay? So, that was the last of the oracle cards. So, number 3, the third paragraph, okay, of the first page that I open is what we will read. So bear with me because I'm going to have to fix the focus, I guess, because it keeps focusing and unfocusing. But, all right. Let's see what we got. Third paragraph. Okay. So it says, well, it'll be the third paragraph. This would, okay. Here's the third paragraph because I consider that a paragraph. It says, hold on. This is a time when faith in yourself will pay off. Okay, hold on. What does that say? My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing. All right? This is a time when faith in yourself will pay off. Your position is strong because you have made yourself strong enough, or strong, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read through the camera. Your position is strong because you have made yourself strong through suffering, trials, and tribulations without being defeated. You fought, yeah, like I said, with the 7 of Wands, you fought, right? You fought to overcome. It is a time to let people around you know who you are, especially anyone who has been dominating you. Whoa. Okay? The trials and the tribulations, I think, is coming from this death energy, right? So that definitely applies. That definitely applies. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that is a great paragraph, by the way. And I think it's talking in regards to the Strength card, because that's what it is here. Okay, so yeah, you have had faith in yourself. You didn't give up. You overcame lots. And it was your strength and resilience that has brought you to this place of overcoming so much, but getting to a happy place at the same time through that, right? So, number 3, this is your reading. If you liked the interaction of the book, okay, because I have no idea where we land, just open up to the first page, right? So if you like the way that worked for this reading, please do let me know if this connected for you as well. Let me know, because I like hearing from everybody. So sending much love to everybody watching. I hope you got the messages that you needed. I will see you very soon. Keep shining, everyone. Much love. To book a personal reading, please email me or contact me on my Etsy shop, Instagram, and on Twitter. Thank you for watching. Keep shining, everyone.